is 1967. I am 12 and boobless. Dominic's shoulder slams me in the school hallway. "Stay out of my way, double A." Him and his friends squeal with glee. "She's a member of the itty bitty titty committee." More snorting chuckles. Dominic, a tall, lanky thug in training, sits beside me in math class. One day he is nonstop with the comments. "You wanna play, double A? Still in your training bra? Oh, turn sideways and you can't see a thing. Oh, hey, pancake." I already hate math, but this is ridiculous. What can I do to shut him up? I see a stack of 4 thick textbooks on my desk. Suddenly, I pick up the pile and hurl it at the side of his head. Boom! The teacher looks at us shocked as Dominic falls to the ground, desk and all. A few students laugh. The teacher glares at us with seasoned apathy as Dominic writes himself. I pick up my books and sit back down, and Dominic leaves me the hell alone. I hear a few of the boys brag about something they call the 4 F's with girls. Find them, feel them, fuck them, and forget them. Later, in physical education class, Miss Biggs, yep, that's her real name, leads the girls in a useless chest exercise with the chant, we must increase our bust. The bigger the better, the tighter the sweater, the boys depend on us. Examining my own chest in the mirror at home, I realized 2 poker chips and dental floss would provide me with ample coverage. That night, my family and I engage in a wholesome family activity. We watch the Miss America pageant on television. My mom, dad, younger sister, and I rate, rank, and compare the body parts of scholarship hopefuls. Dad argues that Miss Alabama's buxom proportions should win over Miss California's singing talent. My mother, sister, and I enthusiastically support Miss California. We wait patiently to see if boobs can beat brains. And the crown goes to Miss Arizona? A freaking ventriloquist? Ugh. I am 14. It's the summer, and I bring my first boy home. David is blonde, funny, confident, and smart. We make our way through the living room, across the green carpeting to the hi-fi stereo, where I plan to play a Jimi Hendrix record that should hopefully impress and set the mood. I'm wearing my yellow knit tank top, matching yellow shorts. I'm looking good. As we pass my father sitting throne-like on the plush couch, he says, "When are you gonna grow some tits?" My face flushed red. Mortified, I managed, "Dad, oh." He glances at me, alligator-like. He resumes reading. I am 16. I plan to meet some friends for a concert. The outdoor amphitheater is packed with teens and families and rock and roll enthusiasts. Braless with a bit more bounce in my breast. I'm wearing a baby blue sleeveless top, blue jeans, and leather moccasins. A drunk, middle-aged man finds me in the crowd, his eyes focused on my small orbs. He grabs one so hard it hurts. I hurl my fist at his face. "Keep your filthy hands off me!" He staggers. I miss and land a solid punch on the man standing beside him. The man I hit yells, "What the hell?" as I manage to break free and find my friends. That night in the shower, I see the outline, black and blue, of his fingers on my breast. It's 1977, and I am 22. My friends and I go to a concert at the local university. As I walk out of the restroom, a friend of a friend grabs me and pushes me against a wall, hand on one breast, and kisses me roughly. He pulls away and mutters to our friend, "She's easy. I could have my way with her if I want." Motherhood. I hold my first child. He is a beautiful, perfect boy. I discovered the soul-connecting thrill of breastfeeding. I give him life-giving nourishment as I modestly nurse him. In a public park, a woman shields her toddler from me and says, "You ought to be ashamed of yourself." Now, I'm a psychotherapist. Women talk to me about their tit anxieties daily. Large-breasted women want reductions. One woman wants them removed. The unwanted attention from men feels frightening and suffocating. Women come to me daily to talk about their tit anxieties and what women should do about their own jugs. One of my clients wants reconstructive surgery after childbirth. Her jealous husband says, "She just wants other guys to look at her." Another says, "My husband is a boob man, and he's always looking at porn. I want him to look at me." Men fall into booby traps too. My mother's double Ds skipped a generation. Her granddaughter is slender and tiny with big bazookas. Men and women frequently ask her if they are real or fake. Everyone is an investigative reporter. One day she comes home from school crying, angry tears. Her high school teacher demanded that she covers up her already modest outfit. She needs new bras, so I take her shopping at the mall. The bra saleswoman says, "This bra does not fit," as she tells us the 5 points of fit: cup, strap, shape, lift, and band. Have I deemed myself woefully ignorant? How can I help my daughter navigate the bumpy bailiwick of big boobs? I live in the land of padded push-ups. The saleswoman helps my daughter find the perfect fit. We leave the mall and head to the car, passing a group of men slumped against the wall. Their weaponized eyes aim straight for her chest. "I'd like to bash their faces in," my daughter fumes. "Maybe a fire hose will do the trick," I wonder. Now, in my 6th decade, I have 3 grown children, 2 grandsons, and breasts that have been through multiple transformation. They have been the objects of scorn and ridicule, abuse, love, and lust. They have provided life-giving sustenance to my children. Behind the bosom of every woman is a beating heart connected by nerves to a brain of a unique human soul. We are so much more than the measure of our chest. We hold hopes and dreams and PhDs. And like our beautiful bouncing bazooms, we deserve support.
Gina, you just had your piece, Tits, performed on stage. How do you feel?
I feel really impressed. I feel she took it to a whole nother level. So it's extremely exciting to see something that you write, you envision in one way, and you take another artist and they take it to a whole nother level, and it's another whole work of art. So I'm really thrilled, and it was an amazing experience, and I'll remember it forever.
You're pretty vulnerable in this piece. How did it feel to let the audience kind of into your vulnerability and see it played on stage with Kandace?
You know, it was almost like it was its own thing now. It's not me anymore. It's like now it's this other whole piece. It's a separate work out in the world by itself. So I at first when I wrote it, it felt really vulnerable, but watching it performed, it just feels like it's a separate thing.
Anyone next year thinking about enter the memoir showcase and on the fence, what would you tell them about entering?
Do it. You have to do it. Your voice, if you want it to be heard, if you have something to say, the world needs your stories. Tell your story. It's important.
Kandace, you're a returning memoir showcase actress. Tell us a little bit how it felt to do Tits.
Oh man, Tits was great. Tits was exciting. Tits was literally like the female empowerment that I needed in my life. Gina and I were talking a little bit about finding the resolution and having been bullied as a kid and how it transcends like race and all of that fun stuff. And it's just like, oh man, it feels so good to be back and to be able to honor someone else's work in a very different piece, which is really exciting.
You really got the audience on your side. How did it feel to have the support of the showcase audience behind you?
Oh, it's the best. I mean, with a title like Tits, you can't go wrong.
Girls, it's quick. Thank you.